pen. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, 125. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Winston. He's got Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
It was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That's fielded in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. 54 Mike. All day, all day.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, easy. Move, move.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Check, check, check.
You got nothing.
Return.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
0-2, 0-2.
Right there. 54.
Go, go.
54 Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. 5-9.
54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bring it. 21.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go.
Mike 5-4.
Check, check.
5.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Let's go.
Hey, keep still.
You don't want nothing.
Hey, easy.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got Smith here.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Mike 54.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Come, baby. Woo!
Breeze now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Hey, box drop.
Let's go, D.
Hey, easy.
45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D.
5-9.
45. Check Mike 45.
Breeze to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
36.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Push him back.
Hey, easy.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, switch gears.
We're good. Line 4, ready. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 11.
Again, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The kick by Watts is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yo.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Got him in, it's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Ready. Black 25.
Watch the screen. Switch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston now. Complete, he finds Bray. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
It's a gain of 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. And he's going to go down again.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Mike's by 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Sammy! Hey, wahoo!
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
right there. 54 Mike. Check the outs, check the outs.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Double tight.
3 down, 3 down.
Check.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we're going to look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Don't get nervous.
Breeze going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Easy, opposite. Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Jameis to throw it. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
First down, they go with Barber again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. Black 25.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw is Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
That's 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Green 17.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
From the 36, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go, Abby. Everyone, what you got? What you got, Abby?
To throw, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
We go 21.
Mike 54.
Breeze now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kill.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, Echo.
Just like that. Just like that.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Swat. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Green, come with me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Go, go. Go.
Mark 45. Check Mark 45. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hit it.
A shotgun snap for Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Hill. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Hill. That's taken in by Callaway. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready. Blue 80. 50.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check. Whip. Watch the window.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Winston on fourth down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Demario Davis, and the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, box drop.
45.
Hey.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
45.
Get it.
From the gun, here's Hill. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
45 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. 45 to Mike. Check.
5.
Now Hill. Throwing middle but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the pass.
And the blitz does come. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it on 4th to Hill. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready, back to the back, behind.
50. You remember me?
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Let's put that team on a hunt.
Winston to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. They've gone final now in Charlotte, and it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hill eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey!
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey! High 7.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. He can't hang.
Let's go.
From the gun, Hill. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. So here we go on 4th. Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready. Black 22. We're
pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
On 1st down, it's Barber. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.